Welcome in the sixth section of our course. In this section we'll see how to control flow of processing with back pressure. Firstly, we'll need to understand what is a cold and hot publisher. Once we will be able to distinguish them, we'll see how they influence the strategy of back pressure. Then next step will be to control flow strategies. We'll be using drop strategy and buffer. First video will be about validating behavior of overproducing publisher. Fourth video will be about using subscription that controls the numbers of events produced. Final video will be about adding back pressure mechanism into reactive flow. So this is the first video in which we'll try to distinguish between cold and hot publisher. So we'll be creating and reasoning about hot publisher and doing exactly the same about cold publisher, and we'll be using testing, so in a TDD fashion. So let's see the first test in which we will create a cold observable. So we are creating an observable that is creating an event with an interval of 200 milliseconds. So we can use interval factor method, specify period and time unit. So this is a cold publisher. Why is it cold? So let's create a first subscribe. So we are subscribing for the first subscription and we are just printing from the first one. Then we are sleeping for 500 milliseconds and we are subscribing with the second subscription. We are sleeping for 5000 milliseconds and we will see the results. But we will see that same sequence will be generated for both subscribe calls. That's why we can call it cold subscription. So when the new subscriber is arriving and starting subscribing, he will get exactly the same elements as the first subscriber. So you can see that we had first subscription at the beginning, so it get 0, 1, 2, then we waited for the 500 milliseconds, and then second subscription started consuming events, and it started from the 0 once again. So we get 0, 1, 2, and we can see that both subscription get exactly the same events. This is called subscription because we can replay our logic. We know that the producer works in a specific way, we can replay it as needed without needing of buffering or back pressure. Here we will create a very similar logic, but we are calling a connect. So connect is a method of the connectable observable. So we can see that in this example we are creating a publish and this will be a connectable observable. Let's start the test and see the differences. So we can see that first was getting 0, 1, 2 and second in this example got 2, 3 and 4. So we can see that second one didn't receive the specific element, so it doesn't get all elements that was taken by the first call observer. So we can see that this is a hot observer because we didn't repeat it exactly the same sequence. Let's see how it will work with reconnection. So here, for example, we are creating new subscriber. We will be just printing elements. We are sleeping for 1 second. We are closing connection to this specific connect table. We are sleeping for 2 seconds and 1 second once again. We are reconnecting, so we'll connect once again to connect table, and you will see what will happen when we will start creating and observing elements once again. So we can see that we get 1, 2, 3, 4 from 0. We are closing connection, we reconnected, and we get elements from the beginning. So we can see that the sequence was recreated when we reconnect our subscriber. So it was a cold observable because we were able to repeat the sequence. But let's see how does it compare on a hot observable. So here is a similar test, but this time we will be using hot observable. So we are connecting using subscribe method, subscribe from the second one, we are unsubscribing, we are disposing and subscribing once again, and let's see what will happen. So we can see that we get first 0, 1, 2, then second arrive, we can see that it was not recreated, so this is a hot observable. We are unsubscribing from second, and then we can see that first was consuming events as they expected, but it didn't start from the beginning. So we can see that the difference between hot and cold is that in a cold we can recreate a sequence because we know the algorithm up front and this is somehow static. For the hot observable we cannot start from the beginning, so we need to buffer those events that arrive in the meantime somewhere.